Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 25 and welcome back to our Survival 4X Take Over the Map Challenge. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're going to be trying out our brand new John Deere 690 baler for the first time, which means we're going to have a good time, hopefully. But we got a lot of cutting to do. It is officially October, which means it's the last cut of the year. But we got two yards to cut. We got this one that's a little over 13 acres. And we got the other one up there that's about 12 acres. So basically the same size. This one's a little bit bigger, but we got a lot of baling to do today. So I'm hoping that everything's going right. But you can see Charles barely in the distance. Man, it is a foggy morning out here, isn't it? But you can see off in the distance Charles is out already cutting. And it was the attachment mod, the manual attach mod, that was causing everything to bottom out to pick up the rear tires and stuff. Because as you can see, it's working just fine right now, and he is in fact mowing. I'll show you guys real quick. He is in fact actually mowing the grass and swathing, so perfect. But we're gonna let him go ahead and get that going. Again, I don't want to go too crazy, but yeah, let's just go ahead and jump straight in. Fire up the old beast. Now, one thing we do have to pay attention to is we need to look at our trailer. I don't remember what size bales it's capable of. But we also want to look at the wrapper as well, because we do want to think about getting a wrapper. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I'm kind of thinking about just picking up a loan for the little bit that we need to get the wrapper. But I digress. Anyway, we've got vehicles. We should be able to look at our trailer. Alright, so this can pick up square bales from 120 centimeters all the way up to 488. So we are absolutely fine in terms of the trailer. The next thing I wanted to look at was in terms of the wrapper. So if we were to get a wrapper, we would likely either get this wrapper. We would most likely get that wrapper. We could get the sausage maker wrapper, which isn't a terrible idea. But it can only go up to 180 centimeters. This can go up to 220 centimeters. The sausage maker is kind of cool though, I ain't gonna lie. But no, I think we go ahead and get the Colossus Lightning Wrap if we're going to get a wrapper. So we can do 180 to 220 centimeters. So we should be able to set this to 220 centimeters. So if we go to, okay, that's 240 at the moment. How do we change the bale size? I know it was L. 180, 220. So we'll go with 220 centimeter bales. That should do us plenty. So yeah. He just finished up the first headland, so we're going to start up here and work our way down. We've got plenty of square bale twine in. We'll go ahead and unfold the back of the baler. Start her up. Lower the pickup. And just straddle the line. And we are officially producing our first square bale with the new big John Deere baler. And we're able to do so at 11 miles an hour, y'all. That's a big deal. We're basically baling twice as fast as we were. And we're only going to have we're going to have much smaller amount of bales. Let's just put it that way. If each one of these bales is going to be like 5,500 liters, okay, 6,000 liters basically. So 6,000 liter bales. I mean the previous bales were 500 liters each. So y'all can do the math there and tell me exactly how many bales this, or how many of the small bales would make a big bale. I mean, 6,000 liters. Divide. Okay, so it's be 12. It'd be 12 bales. So that's the good news. Every single bale is 12 old bales. Also, I decided to start a little earlier in the morning so that you guys get a little bit of that early morning fog that we love to see with the realistic weather mod. But yeah, I love square balers. I've never used square balers before. I've always went with the round balers because they can wrap and stuff on their own. And so I never got into doing square bales, but the fact that you can just bale without stopping is amazing. It's amazing. I'll never use a round baler again. Sure, this means I'll have to like actually have a wrapper, but still, anytime I do bales from here on out, it'll be square bales, man. Never have to stop, you just keep on trucking. But yeah, the fact that each one of these bales is like 12 bales is so nice. I could be wrong. I could be way off. I think it was 500 liters. So yeah, it'd be 12 bales if it's 6,000 liters. 2 bales per 1,000 liters. But hopefully this will be a better yield than the last time we harvested. Because that last time was rough, man. Says he's blocked, but he'll get around it. He'll be fine. I'm just happy that he's able to mow using that tractor, because that allows me to bale at the same time. This is all going to save me so much time. Because we got 2 fields this size, essentially, to bale. Get in line, dummy. There we go. Also, this thing seems to have a little bit bigger pickup too, so that helps me not leave as much behind, which is always nice. Although, if one of these bales ends up in the way, the AI is probably not going to like me for it. Just wait for him to do his little line. Too soon. Come on, Chuck. Let's go. Thank you. Hopefully that bale doesn't end up right in the way, but I have a feeling it will. It is definitely a crisp, foggy October morning. I say crisp, it's 53 degrees. It actually is pretty nice. Kind of a beautiful October morning. But, yeah, you guys know the deal from here. You guys have seen me baling and stuff, so I think it's time for me to go ahead and shut up and let you guys just hang out and watch.
Sometimes moving forward means letting go of what worked so you can do it better tomorrow.
But
faster days.
John Deere sitting tall, fresh paint in the sun, 220 centimeters, now we're getting it done. 6,000 liters in one clean drive, 10 miles an hour, and I don't gotta stop. Yeah, I'm rolling bigger now. Feel the rhythm change. What took all day yesterday gets handled quick today. Still earn every dollar, still work every acre I claim. Just bigger bills, faster days. Efficiency ain't cheating, it's survival out here when the lands is wide and the season's unclear. Same dirt, same sweat, same price to pay, just smarter moves along the way. Yeah, I'm rolling bigger now, but I ain't forgetting where I came. From slow passes in the wild grass to moving steel like a freight train. Same grind, new gear, still earning my way. Bigger bills, faster days. Wild and still wild. Work still waits. But I'm ready for it now. Oh!
All right, so we have managed to finish our very first cut with the new bale, anyway. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see what our overall yield's going to end up being for this field, because I feel like it's better than it was, for sure. Like I said, the last cut, I don't know what happened, but man, it was awful. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be a lot better. So yeah, still only 336,000 liters, though. That's still only like half of what we've gotten in previous. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why we're getting so few bales or so little grass. Like, I feel like we were getting more grass when we just let the wild grass grow. But anyway, I digress. Let's get this other tractor and the mower back up. We're gonna go to the next field. I'm wondering if this thing ain't screwing me over. I don't think it is. Like, I don't think it should be, like, cutting my yield in half. Like, that's crazy. We should be getting double the yield off this field. Like, instead of the 360, we were getting 700,000 plus liters before. I don't understand what happened. If anything, it just makes us work that much harder, so it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it. It's just one of those things that's driving me crazy. We will check the mower, make sure that it's not, it shouldn't be, it's pretty new, so, yeah, it's only 10%, so we're good there. The tractor's starting to get a little bit, worn, but it'll be fine. We'll repair it soon, but, we'll get this thing up to the other field, get it cutting, and then I'm actually going to throw a front weight. Remember, our tractor does have the ability to have a weight on the front, and I think we're going to have to buy that weight extension for our tractor over there, because that baler is big, and it is jerking that tractor all over the place when we go to turn, especially on hills. So we're going to go ahead and try to get that fixed. But yeah, this thing is going to have to go all the way down and around, and it's going to take some time to get up there. But yeah, overall, like, I am so happy with our progress. Like, I feel like a lot of people try to rush through series like this, and I'm not in any hurries. Like, I know it's a take over the map challenge. Like, I'm not going to finish it in a week, right? Like, this is going to take probably over a year to complete. So, because it's a 4X map. Over 4,000 acres of land that we got to try to get a hold of. So, it's going to be insane. But I'm pretty happy with the pace of the series. I think we've got, prior to today, I mean, we could just check, actually. With what we've already worked today, let's, see, we're just over 30 hours of gameplay on this series so far. And also, I've been getting a lot of people ask me, or saying thank you for posting these videos early. They appreciate the membership, feels like a good thing. I appreciate you guys, I really do. Memberships for my channel are only 99 cents a month. It's the cheapest that I can make it. And especially good for you guys that like the farm sim stuff, because I'm uploading these videos like crazy right now. So you're going to be several days ahead, and every video that I schedule, you guys get early access to when you're a member. So just keep that in mind. All right, get this guy, get Charles. Well, I guess this isn't Charles anymore, but we won't think about it. We'll just call him Charles. But let's get this thing over here. We're going to get the front weight put on the front of this thing, and hopefully that'll allow us to not get jerked around by this baler too much. I'm not going to worry about unloading the bale, because we're going to go up to the other field and we're going to end up finishing this bale anyway. I only want one partial bale if we can get away with it. We've got plenty of square bales, or bale twine, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. This thing probably has the ability to do 2,400 bales before it needs to be refilled, so we don't have to worry about that. But we will try to get this to work. Okay, there we go. So what we want to do is go in here and customize it. We don't want a cabin. The engine is at the maximum that we can get. Pretty sure. Yeah. And then what we want is actually the weight. So this weight is going to give us a little bit of extra weight on the front end, obviously. It's going to cost us $600. Let's go ahead and get that. And now, we should be a little bit more capable of handling this baler. I'm not going to worry about filling up with the bale twine at the moment. But yeah, this baler was tossing us all over the place when we would turn. Now I feel like we're a little bit more planted. So, pretty happy with that. But we'll get this thing up to the other field and we'll start... I think I'm going to wait to do the headlands until the very last, because this AI is running into the headlands bales. I thought maybe because there isn't as many of them that it would be an issue, but it's still an issue. It's running into every single one of them. So rather than have him run into all the bales, we'll just wait till he gets started on the down and backs, and then we'll just start there. It was pretty cool though, because we finished it about the exact same time, which was nice. They always have like one tree that looks like everything else that's just gonna hit me every time. Every time I let my guard down, man. It blends in so well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this map, I love the map creator, but god dang, those little trees get me every single time. Because they just look like a regular brush, and then you run into them and you're like, ah, that ain't brush at all. That's a tree. We're like George of the Jungle over here. But yeah, let's get up here to this field. Now, I probably won't time-lapse this one. I'll probably just go ahead and skip to the end of it, just because we've already been going for like 50 minutes at this point. But I do have to wait for the worker to finish the headlands, and then we'll start doing the down and backs. You can see even this tractor struggling a little bit, pulling this big old baler up the hill. But most of our field here isn't on a hill. It's kind of like the top of the hill, so it's not as bad as it seems. Alrighty, so that is all of the baling done. Let's go ahead and unload the baler. Another good thing that we could do with the square bales. And then we can fold that up. Let's get this taken back over to the farmyard. And then we will, we ended up with 101 bales. That is awesome. Let's put that into perspective. Let's go ahead and save, and then we will check out just how much that total is. It's not quite... I don't think it'll be quite $40,000 worth of bales, but should be pretty solid. Yeah, 606,000 liters. Now, I don't know if maybe the wild grass in this map just yields really high. Maybe that's what it was. But man, it just seemed like we got 1,400 bales off the first cut of the... Or 1,453 off the first cut of the bottom field. And then ever since, we have just not gotten that kind of yield. I don't know. It's like ever since we switched over to an actual field grass, like an actual field that we made, suddenly we just have no yield left. And that doesn't make sense to me, because usually it's the other way around. Usually you don't get that much off of the meadow grass, and then when you go to field grass, you get much more yield. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but man, it does look nice, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and jump in the old truck and pick up our bale trailer, and let's go pick up some bales and get them sold off. Now, again, I would like to get a wrapper, but I think we'll have to wait till the next well, I guess we could probably do it right after this, to be honest. Once we sell off these bales. But I don't know how many bales we're going to be able to hold of the bigger bales. We were able to hold 280 prior. So now will be a good time to figure out how many we end up with now. Alright, load number 1. And it looks like we can only get 24 bales per trailer now. So that means that it's going to take us 5 trips to get all of the bales over here. But pretty solid first load. Actually, I got an idea. We've got $27,000 in the bank right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the wrapper. So if we go in here, yeah, we should be able to buy this now. So, I don't think there's anything crazy that we need to do here. Black wrap is fine. As far as colors, we don't care. So it's going to be $26,000 total. But this should allow us to go ahead and wrap all these bales. Doesn't leave us with much in the bank, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw this up on here. We'll pretend that the company that we're buying it off of loaded it onto our trailer for us. Alright, so we managed to get this back over here. Let's actually just go ahead and grab our tractor. Get some fuel. Do that every time. Getting low on fuel, actually, so we might have to get some. But for now, I'm going to bring this sucker over here and figure out how exactly this thing works. Because I've never actually used one like this before. I've used a different kind, but I would imagine it's similar. So if we unfold the baler, or bale wrapper, and then I would imagine we turn it on. Turn on automatic drop. And then we just come in. This is going to take a while. Alright, so we've got them all wrapped. I'm going to get this thing back over to the house, and then I will grab the truck, which is right here, and we will pick them all up. I've been taking them down to the house and stacking them. So we've got one road over there already, or one row, or one trailer over there already, and we'll do the same thing with this next one. Because it will take a couple of months for these to ferment before they turn into silage. Also, you may or may not have noticed that in the top right corner we have $19,000. I'll explain that. Basically, the one that we bought was the realistic one, question mark, and it was too slow. It was going to take me forever. So I went ahead and sold that, which means we lost a little bit of money, and then I ended up taking out financing on this particular piece of equipment. So that's why we got money in the bank right now, because we went further in debt. Something I'm very good at. Tuna, you're welcome. But let me go ahead and put this over here for the time being. Also, we got our worker out here fertilizing the field. So that's a thing. Should be about done, honestly. Yeah, they're doing the headlands now. So, while they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more bales. And then once we get the bales off of this field, then we can have the worker come up here and do this field. Alright, so I went ahead and threw a couple of the bales in the bed of the truck because running all the way back up here for 4 bales seemed like a terrible strategy. So no biggie. We will get this stuff thrown over next to the other ones. Then we'll bring the AI worker up to fertilize the field and call it an episode. It's been a long one today. About 2.5 hours of recording for you guys. Most of that because I kept screwing up. But it's alright. Oh look, they finished. Good timing. Honestly, I'm just going to leave those in the bed. There's no reason not to. That way, whenever we take these in to sell them, which will be a little while, then these should end up turning into silage over the next couple of months. We take them in to sell them, and then these will already be loaded and we won't have to worry about them. But for now, I'm going to run this up there and do the fertilizing on that field real quick. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, you guys know I appreciate all your feedback. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them down there in the comments. I try to read everybody's, well, I do read everybody's comment. I try to respond to everybody on FarmSim as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.